To make things much worse, no guy lines, so my phone doesn't have a lot of battery, neither does my power bank. I don't know what I was thinking.
A little bit breezy.
There's my dinner, some lamb chops. About 2 hours ago, I had the genius idea that I was going to do a summit camp in a 30 quid tent that isn't waterproof. So I'm on my way. What could possibly go wrong? I think that peak in the middle off in the distance is where I'll be camping. But I've got a little cycle. Because I only had this bright idea about 2 hours ago, it's a little bit late on in the day. I should have enough daylight hours. I don't really fancy putting this tent up in the dark. It's already windy, so. My phone doesn't have a lot of battery, neither does my power bank. I'm just hoping I can make the summit before dark. I don't fancy putting a cheap tent up in the wind and the darkness. I'm not gonna lie, I've really not been checking the time. I've just been trying to get here. It's 8 o'clock. I've got about an hour before it's dark, which probably isn't enough time. So this is gonna be fun. There's my dinner, some lamb chops. I'm about half the way there. Can finally see the hill. That's the peak we're sleeping on. So I'm going to stop for a little breather. I'm looking forward to getting to the top and getting a bite to eat. I'm starving. That right there's the tallest one, but I've got 3 peaks to pick from. Pretty crazy thought, but that peak there is only about 10 miles from Edinburgh, so hopefully I'll get to the peak before dark and we'll get a nice view of Edinburgh. In fact, I don't really have time to be taking breaks, so I better get a move on. It's quite a cold wind out here. Not too sure how the tent will handle that, but just got to hope for the best. But on the positive, I've not actually passed anyone in this whole path. It's just empty. Aye, this tent I bought it a couple of years ago from the range for $29.99. Used it a few times because it's super light. I think it's about 1 kilo or less. Pretty compact, fits in the bag nice and easy. But it's not waterproof. It can only do so much, you know. It's only really good for dry summer nights, so why not put it on top of a mountain? There we go. This is our final push. Definitely will be cycling up that, but I'm looking forward to the journey back down. All downhill. A little bit windy, don't know whether you can hear me. But there we go. Made it for the sunset, just in time. Unreal views up here, it's such a clear day. You can see for miles. Better get the tent up. These guys are machines. There we go. We're at the true summit. It's insanely windy up here. I'll be lucky if the mic's picking up any of this. But this is where I'm going to set my tent up. This is ridiculous. The wind back there was just insane. See where my bike is. I was just walking along that bit. Hat nearly went flying to the bottom of the hill. Wrong kind of hat for this, but I could barely stand up. That was crazy. I'm pretty concerned as to where my tent is going to go and how it's going to survive. I don't know what I was thinking. This is ridiculous. This right here is where I've chosen to set up my tent. It's an awful spot, but it's the best choice I had. It's totally windy out here. There's no way I'm making it through the night, honestly. This was the stupidest idea I think I've had yet. Aye, I've finally gotten wise and switched up to a hat that won't blow away. Unlike my tent. I wasn't able to record the process of me humiliating myself trying to put this up, but by some miracle, it's standing. You can see the wind getting it right now, but to make things much worse, I opened up the pack that the tent was in. There's no guy lines, so it's literally just 4 pegs in the corners, my bag inside to weigh it down, and 1 layer of tent between me and the elements, and that layer is not waterproof. So if it doesn't rain and if the wind doesn't get worse, I might actually make it through the night. But yeah, I think it's time for a hard-earned bite of food, so I can sit inside this tent and weigh it down, make sure it doesn't end up in the atmosphere. Right, inside the tent things don't get much better. I mean, you can see it's getting blown around like nothing, but it's on a complete slant. Like, I'm gonna roll down this hill in my sleep. Oh man. Now that I've sat down and stopped moving for a second, the cold is really hitting me. There's quite a cold breeze out here, a lot colder than down in the town, you know, but I've come prepared. I got a nice warm sleeping bag. I mean, it's not going to be a comfortable night either way, but hopefully the views will compensate. Get a nice wee sunrise in the morning. By no means is this comfortable, but views like this don't usually come without a price. Oh no, I literally just stuck my head out and I can actually feel the rain. That's not good. The camera's not picking up too well, but it is starting to get dark now. You can see all the city lights coming on. A little bit breezy. Alright, so far so good. Tent's still standing. That's it, properly dark outside. It's about 10 o'clock, so getting head off to sleep now. Hopefully get an early start before the wind can destroy this thing. It's 5 AM. I just woke up. It's absolutely freezing because of this wind. But the tent is standing as far as I can see, and I'm dry. I'm still breathing, so that's a half decent start to the day. Just gone up there going. Tent's handling pretty well. The clouds have come in, it's looking pretty dramatic at the moment. To see the slope of that tent's on. I hope that gives you an idea of how my back is feeling right now, so I'll be looking forward to the next night on the bed. Honestly, look at that though. All 4 corners are still stuck in the ground. That's no guy lines. I might be getting this 30 quid tent out more often now. I've always been an advocate for being stingy and getting cheap tents, but honestly, I'm glad to see that I'm proving right this time. Yeah, I'm just backing away. My hands are absolutely freezing because of this wind, so I'm literally just going to stuff everything in that rucksack. I'm not even going to bother packing away properly, but I'll do that another time. I really regret not bringing gloves. My hands are freezing. It's so much warmer back in Civilization than it is up here. I've made it off the peak and it's all downhill from here until Civilization, so should be a breeze unless anything majorly goes wrong. But luck's been on my side so far. And there we have it. The tent I got for 30 quid out of the range survived that hill up there. It's a debate I've been having with my friends for a long time. My friend will go out and spend like 200 or 300 quid in a fancy tent. And I always moan at him, telling him he doesn't need to be spending that amount of money for a good night's sleep. And I've proved myself right. So there you have it.